Yo, what is going on, guys? Welcome back to a brand new video on the channel. Inside of today's video, we're going to be taking a look at the top 5 most improved brawlers inside of meta. So it's been nearly a week since the balance changes, I think. So we've had a chance to play in the qualifiers, have a look at the meta, see what brawlers have actually improved in the meta and are actually viable now. So we're going to be taking a look into that. I'm going to be playing with XIX and Danny. I'll put both of their socials in the description below, both really good players. So yeah, let's just jump into number 5. Okay guys, so jumping into the 5th most improved brawler inside of Brawl Stars currently is going to be Gene. So this might come as a surprise, even though he's got nerfed. I feel like he still has improved inside of the meta because a lot of his brawlers that synergize well with him and have synergized well with him in the past have got a buff as well. So it's going to be even stronger inside of the meta currently than previously. Even as I said, he's had a nerf, so a lot of you guys probably be like, wait, he's had a nerf, so how has he improved? He's definitely improved just because, as I said, there's even more brawlers that synergize well with him, and it just makes it easier for to push, and especially in competitive as well, it's going to be much easier. This Frank's going to use his gadget, so I can't pull him, but looking like Danny can just go in ham with the Rico and slov at him. But yeah, as I said, you got brawlers like Sandy, you got brawlers like Colt that even synergize well with him, Max that synergize really well with Gene. So it basically is like a Gene meta still, even with the knockbacks, and even though he's not as good as he used to be, it literally is just because of his counterparts are so strong. I'm going to pull this Frank here, and the only thing you just got to note with him, 2 is still really good. To have 2 gadgets with Gene is still fine, even though a lot of brawlers have the 3 gadgets. His mechanic anyway with the gadgets are just really broken. You just have to be a lot more conservative now. Don't waste your gadgets. Definitely keep them for really clutch situations. Whereas if you had 3, you could kind of just waste one when you wanted to. This Frank's actually using his noise cancellation gadget really well, so I couldn't cancel him then. He's only got 1 left though, so I'll keep that in note. But Rico, really good play there. I was actually really surprised because as well, I've obviously done videos on Mr. P as well, and Mr. P counters Gene a lot, but I still feel like Gene has improved, which is just so strange to even think it. But especially in the qualifiers last weekend, or literally a day ago, so Gene was used a lot more as a mid in gem grab, and just used a lot more in general. Looking like we can just go in and score here. XIX is going to go jump in, sorry. That's going to be a win for us. So Gene, as I said, the 5th most improved brawler inside of the meta currently. Let's hop into number 4. Alright, so the 4th most improved brawler inside of Brawl Stars currently, I'm going to be going for Sandy. So Sandy hasn't received a buff with this update, but again, it's going to be indirect buffs that he's received inside of this update. So the biggest one I'm going to mention is 100% the Brock nerf. So basically, if you guys didn't know already, Brock got a nerf, which I think was decreasing health by 280, something along those lines. But that might seem a little bit, but especially with Sandy, Sandy can now 3-shot Brock, which you guys are like, well, it's only like a small interaction, but it's a big interaction. Literally, you can just go aggressively against the Brock. Brock's not going to be able to do anything, and you're just going to be able to 3-tap him quite easily. As I said, I'm going to use my gadget here and actually heal up before he can. Looking like we can probably score this one. Actually, no, we can't. Okay. So that's such a big interaction, especially in terms of competitive, just because in a lot of gem grab maps, Brock was a really solid lane. He was literally used everywhere inside of gem grab. He was just untouchable, and now with a nerf, as I said, Sandy can 3-tap him. So as soon as Brock misses a few shots, you can just go really aggressive and 3-tap him. As I said, I think that literally is the key interaction as to why I think Sandy's more better. And again, Sandy just synergizes really well with Gene, and it just seems like Sandy's just been used way more in terms of competitive comps, and synergizing well with Max again, and other brawlers like that, tanks. You're just going to be seeing a lot more Sandy than you probably used to. Sandy really wasn't that good in the meta for a while, and now he's probably back to where he previously was. Not the best brawler, but definitely I'd say at least the top 8 brawler inside of the meta. He's definitely really good now, and as I said, I think the key to that is going to be the Brock nerf. So overall, he's just a really good brawler at the minute. So the best modes for him, I'm going to be saying probably gem grab and Brawl for sure. Not really going to be good in he'll be good on heat wave, but other than that, not really good in bounty, not good in heists. He's actually decent in siege, still not the best competitive brawler for siege, but you can use him. We did use him when Gene was banned, so I suppose if you're playing competitive and Gene's banned, you can use Sandy mid for sure. But as I said, it literally, he hasn't received any type of buff, so a lot of people again are just going to be like, well, why is he so much improved. He hasn't even received a buff or anything along those lines. But as I said, the kind of the indirect buffs are what's going to make some of these brawlers so good and make him way more meta than he already is. So that's going to be the 4th most improved brawler inside of Brawl Stars. Let's hop into number 3. Alright guys, so the 3rd most improved brawler inside of Brawl Stars is by far going to be Max. So Max, again, did receive a buff, and it was only a small damage buff, but you wouldn't believe how much it's actually changed in terms of the meta. Again, inside of Brawl, you're going to be seeing a lot of different Max comps synergized well with the likes of Jean, Tara, Sandy, Jackie. Really, you're going to be seeing a lot of that. So I'm going to boost my teammates here, and you're just going to see it run rampant. You've even seen it Max being used in Siege again, which is kind of crazy. And again, when she was last good was without the gadget, so the gadget makes Max an even better brawler than she previously once was inside of previous metas. But looking like we could probably score here. Actually, no, I choked there. Could have actually got a trick shot off there, wasting my super. But again, the main reason why Max is so good, that increased damage is going to help her against the tank. So the likes of Jackie, she's actually going to be able to melt down much quicker, and it may not seem a lot, but when Max has 4 bullets inside of a clip and has 4 reload slots, it's going to accumulate to a lot more damage than she once was previously able to put out. She's not been a meta for a very long time, and she's just been a decent brawler. She's been good inside of ladder, but never really ever seen inside of competitive. But inside of heist, she's going to be much better now with the increased damage. She's going to be good inside of gem grab. She's, as I said, it synergizes really well with Jean and Brawl. Again, she's such a monster inside of Brawl with that kind of synergy. I've seen it so many times inside of scrims. Didn't see it too much inside of competitive gameplay, but definitely, as I said, I've seen it in scrims. So that's going to be the 3rd most improved brawler inside of Brawl Stars. Definitely try out Max. She's got a really good gadget and just shreds through tanks now. That's going to be number 3. Let's hop into number 2. Alright, into another game with Mr. P then. So, as I was just briefly talking about before we finished off that game really quick, another key interaction that's changed. So I said Jean can't actually, I think, 3-shot Mr. P anymore. I think it was 3 shots or 4 shots. I know it takes even more longer to actually kill Mr. P now when you're playing with Jean. And again, B can't 2-tap Mr. P anymore. It is 3 shots. So another key interaction, and that's why he's just so strong inside of the meta. It's going to be taking a lot more to kill Mr. P now. So the porters are just really annoying as well. Generally, he's just always been super annoying inside of the meta, but he's never really been too good. And again, the reason why he's so good, I mentioned this before in a previous video about Mr. P, but it's going to be a Jackie nerf. So that was the main reason why he was so off meta, was just because of how good Jackie was. You could literally run Jackie in any single mode, and with the 3 gadgets, you can just constantly close the gap and just tap him down 3 times. But with Jackie being nerfed with the uses of a gadget only down to 2 now, it's actually improved Mr. P a lot, and you can actually start running him a lot more, just because you're not going to be able to worry about Jackie getting really close and personal. You can keep her at bay a lot more, especially now she only has 1 gadget, only has 2 gadgets, so 1 less gadget. So that's going to be another win from us. Mr. P going to be the 2nd most improved brawler inside Brawl Stars. Let's hop into the most improved. Alright, so the most improved brawler inside of Brawl Stars, I'm going to be going for Colt. So again, I made a video on him, but he's just improved so much inside Brawl Stars. It's kind of crazy. He was probably a bottom 5, 6, 7 brawler inside of the game well, before the buff, and he was just so trash. He just struggled to kill the tanks, and I think the main reason for this is because of his gadget. His gadget is really bad, and a lot of brawlers again just counter him with the gadgets like Ems or Jean or other brawlers like that. We're going to be passing it around like Barcelona here, and we're able to score a really good goal from us there. But as I said, there's just so many different brawlers that can cancel Colt's super, and that was the main good thing about him. But they buffed him in the right category here, giving him additional damage, so he's going to be able to change a lot more different interactions with this buff for sure. I would still like to see a different gadget. His gadget at the minute's a bit trash, but that's going to be a win for us. Let's hop into one last game. Alright guys, so into one last game, and just because again that was a really quick one. So with Colt, the main interaction again that's going to be changing is that he can 4-shot Brock. So what I mean by that, I've explained before, but literally 1 pickaxe does 924, but when it returns it also do 1800, and then obviously doing that again, it's going to be able to essentially 4-tap Brock, which is a big change inside of a game, again making him way more viable. This damage is just so good and incredibly underrated, and I'm finally happy that Colt can be used inside of meta. I used to absolutely love running him back when he used to be a meta brawler. That's going to be another trick shot from us, but as I said, it's the perfect change. I feel like we've got the right buff with this one, just because his super's not really what needs to be changed. His super's just going to be trash anyway, just because of the gadgets, so he needs to be increased in some different category, like his attack or something along those lines. But looking like we should be able to get a win here. Yeah, so we're able to get another win. It's actually missing. Is he going to be able to score? Yes, he is. So it's going to be another win for us. Colt is going to be the most improved brawler inside of meta right now. Okay guys, it's going to be the end of today's video. I hope you really enjoyed it. I thought of this idea just because of the current qualifiers. I didn't really want to do like a top 5. I wanted to just talk about what brawlers I thought improved the most inside of the meta currently, and these 5 I definitely feel as if they have improved a bunch. But let me know down in the comment section below what you thought of this list. Let me know who you think has improved a lot, what you've seen a lot more in terms of ladder, and what you've probably seen in terms of competitive last weekend. But don't forget to like, comment, subscribe guys, and I'll see you all later.